We've been here before, a shiny big cab Euro in foodstuffs yellow. Its quad-axle maxi-cube reefer in tow butted up to the dock to receive its payload for the night. And the name, Northchill Limited Pukekohe, sitting discreetly on the sidewall of the cab. Exactly 4 years ago we featured Northchill's two then new DAF XF530 Super Space Cab Euro 6 models. Both DAF and Volvo have a long association with the Northchill operation. And this new Volvo is a replacement for one of those big DAFs, and the main objective is to still ensure the runs are effortless and comfortable for the drivers behind the wheel 5 nights per week. The driver of this big XXL is Marshall Howell, who spent 2 years on the 6x4 DAF on the foodstuffs run and almost 2 decades now on refrigeration. It quickly becomes clear Marshall and Northchill share the same approach to trucking: passion for the trucks, pride in the job, and a sense of achievement at the end of the day. And the proof of all that stands right in front of us. The truck is poised and spotless and ready for its daily grind. With its painted sun visor and the normally black plastic section of the trim that houses the Volvo badge also being painted in the matching yellow, it plays a neat trick on the eye that gives the already big cab even more visual height. And it is a big cab. The XXL has a visual bulk that other FH models don't. Something extra that just adds to its presence. It looks sleek though, with its wide and neatly integrated cab side skirts and roof aerofoil. And it's fair to say a Series 5 FH Globetrotter XXL is among the top of its class. You have the same 2,100mm of floor-to-ceiling height as the Globetrotter XL and 2,170mm interior width. But with 2,200mm between the windscreen and the rear wall of the cab, it's truly massive. What that means is you have bed dimensions of 1,065mm wide by 2,130mm long by 160mm deep, which enhances comfort on the 2 nights per week that Marshall sleeps inside the cab. We've previously covered the Series 5's redesigned cab. Suffice to say the Series 5 FH Dash still looks fresh, clean and modern 4 years on from its introduction, with the same sense of being ergonomically designed and built of solid, quality materials. The combination of a high cab with its front spring and rear air suspension and an average 66 decibel noise level means the FH remains one of the industry's great mile munchers. It just cruises along great. You don't know you're doing 90, Marshall comments. The dairy plant at Longburn is the starting point of Goodman Fielder Dairy Products' journey to a supermarket shelf near you. Outside the plant, the big Volvo sits patiently, but there's a hive of activity inside the 15.5 metre maxi cube reefer. The forklift whizzes in with the first few pallet loads, and soon 20 tonne of chilled dairy product is ready for its overnight trip up to Wirri. With a combination tier of 21 tonne, it's fair to say that the Volvo's D16G power plant with its 551 kilowatts, 750 horsepower and 3,550 Nm of torque is overqualified for the task. But the truck's arrival was one of pure chance, and Graham's quick to rationalise the situation. High horsepower isn't a thing for us on these runs. We don't need 750 horsepower, especially not for what Marshall's moving, but it just does it more effortlessly, and it won't be using bugger all fuel. This run with Marshall gives us one last opportunity to have one last go in the big daddy of Volvo's 16 litre range before it's replaced with the incoming 17.3 litre D17. There's no doubt that the D16 engine range has done beautifully for the brand and won a few fans along the way in its 31-year lifespan. And in 750 horsepower guys, it really is a lovely device for forward propulsion. Barrel-chested in what one could describe as a typically Scandinavian way, refined purposefulness. Its performance in the hills is nothing short of impressive. Climbing the tie-happy deviation, the 12-speed I-shift progressively drops 4 ratios, and with the motor in its stride, 8th holds our ascent, and we summit at 50 km per hour and 1800 RPMs. The I-shift smoothly grabs another cog and we're away again, back up to 90 km per hour before we know it, and with a desert road in our sights. In comparison to this, our trip over the transmission gully on one of Marshall's featherweight Auckland, Wellington, Palmerston North runs saw Marshall flicking the FH16 into power mode and gives the D16 a bootful. The I-shift selects 10th for the climb and it's tackled at 61 km per hour at 1400 RPM. And with only 20,000 kilometres odd under its tyres, there's undoubtedly more left in it yet. Marshall's truck is equipped with just the 425 kilowatt, 579 horsepower 3-stage VEB Plus compression exhaust brake. And as we've experienced before, VEB Plus operates quietly, barely breaking the nighttime peace. Down the steepest section of Transmission Gully, it held a steady 90 km/h in 10th at 1900 RPM. In addition to this, Marshall has at his disposal adaptive cruise control with forward collision warning and emergency braking. The adaptive cruise is great for driving through the fog on the expressway. I just set it to max distance and cruise, explained Marshall. The FH is also fitted with lane departure warning and lane change support. Marshall is also a fan of the left-facing camera. Concealed in the mirror housing, it displays a wide-angle view down the side of the combination on the central infotainment screen. From the perspective of Northchill Limited, smart big cab trucks that are comfortable for their drivers all the time are part of the image. From Marshall's perspective, the ease of which the extra power enables him to maintain pace and complete an Auckland-Wellington-Palmerston North run without troubling the logbook takes the edge off and makes the job just that much more enjoyable. And from the perspective of keeping the supermarket shelves continuously stocked and the people of the nation fed and happy, the FH16 750 Globetrotter XXL fits in perfectly. And as a last joint with Volvo's big 16 litre, we quite literally couldn't have asked for more. To catch the full story on Northchill's new Volvo FH16 XXL Globetrotter tractor unit, then grab a copy of the September 2024 issue of New Zealand Trucking Magazine or read the digital copy, see the links below. Remember to hit those like and subscribe buttons to be notified of fresh new content as we upload it for you. Have a fantastic month out there, take care and travel safe.